What is going on, everybody? This is Gabriel Jones giving you a drop of sun any chance I get. And today, we are going to be doing another special album reaction. Today's record on deck is the follow-up album from Måneskin titled Teatro Dira, Volume 1. Nearly 2 weeks ago, I ended the year by reacting to Måneskin's debut record, Il Ballo della Vita, which I found to be very fun. Today, I'm starting the year by reacting to their second album. According to some of the comments I got, Il Ballo della Vita was mostly the band experimenting with different genres, trying to figure out what their sound would be. I'm told that this new record leans a lot more into hard rock, and you know I love me some hard rock, especially if it's from Måneskin. So why not begin 2022 by exploring more of what Måneskin has to offer in their discography? Of course, I do want to give a shout out to Jess and Zena of Trans Girl Therapist, who are currently supporting me on Patreon. You guys can do that yourselves. The link is going to be on screen. Thank you guys so much, and I'm very excited to see what 2022 has to offer. And now, on with the album listening. Track number 1, Zidi e Buoni. Alright, look at that. It's the song that won the Eurovision, so this ought to be good. Damn! We're just starting off so badass with the guitar! I just love the grit in his voice. He just sings with passion. I see y'all with the drums. I'm digging it. Oh my god! Yo! This goes hard! What? Yo, he's just singing words at rapid speed. Like, I don't even know what he's saying, but he sounds into it. Yo, the guitar. That bridge with the guitar. I just love how distinct the cymbal work is. Oh, tasteful. The vocals and the drum work just working in unison, carrying the song at certain moments. Loving it. Woo-wee! Yo, okay, so I see what you're doing here, Måneskin. Yeah, y'all weren't lying when you said that they lean more into rock. But yo, that would just have me so energized, like the way that Damiano is just screaming those notes throughout the track, and the way they just bang those drums, it's just so epic. Like, wow, what the hell? I can see why this won them Eurovision, because there is just so much energy going on here. I think I said energy twice. Okay, so according to the translations, this seems to be another song about Damiano and his crew just wanting to reach new heights and attain so much success. Like, they want to take the road, even though it gets a little steep at some points. The struggle may be a little bit much, but they're gonna make it their own way, even if they have to deal with some fake people and people that don't really believe in them. The hardships are just gonna keep coming at them, but they're gonna find a way to make it because they believe in themselves and they're passionate enough about what they do. So props to you guys for that. Track number 2, Coraline. I'm hoping this is gonna be a love letter to the 2009 Henry Selick classic, but whatever else they sing about, fine by me. I'm taking it a little soft at the beginning, just a guitar and Damiano's very soft voice. Again, you can hear the passion in his voice. It's so amazing. Ooh! 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 Tempo change, and you're bringing in a much heavier guitar. Wow. Ooh! 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 The way they slam the drums! Oh my god! Drum work is amazing! We're taking it chill again after that epic chorus. Oh, what is this drum work? What is this drum work? Ooh-wee! Guitar solo! Thomas Raggi! I see you there! And we're back to the original tempo and structure. That was a journey. Wow! That was something! Wow! God, I am floored by Coraline. Yo, I was just amazed by Damiano's epic singing and the guitar solo from Thomas. Victoria, she does some great bass work, really adds something. But Ethan, what the hell did you do on this track? Like, you gave it your A game. The intensity of the drumming, along with just how rapid you slam every single part of the drum. Like, boy, you a rock star. Like, you know how to rock out, my boy. Damn, boy. Like, you were the star of this track. Let me tell you right now. Ethan, you brought it all together. Okay, so from what I could look up from this song, including the translations and some of the interviews that they did, it appears that Coraline is a song about a girl with a very fragile life and how it keeps withering, and it sort of meets a very dreary end. And from the looks of it, it's not exactly a happy story. She's just sort of struggling to live out her life, and it just sort of, you know, just weighs on her. Some of these lyrics, I gotta say, are very beautiful. Like, I'll be the water for you to drink, I'll be the meaning of good, I'll even be a soldier or the evening light. That's like a really, really well-written line. It's so poetic, and I gotta say, it seems like really did put a lot of effort into constructing these lyrics. I might have to revisit the song a little bit so that I can really like soak in its meaning, but from what I'm seeing, it is very well constructed, so good job, guys. Track number 3, Lavidi Sui Gamidi. Ooh, shredding guitar, doing great work, opening us up, swell. I just love how rapidly he's singing the lyrics like before. I can just picture like someone on a road somewhere just driving down at rapid speed with the hair blowing in their face and just blasting this on the radio. Such a great image to picture. Ooh, I love how the drumming is picking up right here. Just screaming. Like Dave Grohl levels of screaming. Okay, so that one was a really fun one. I really love how energetic it is. Damiano sings with passion, and the drum work is just great like before. Thomas Raggi did a great job with the guitar shredding. I gotta give him props. So from the translations, it appears that this is another song talking about Damiano's efforts to really rise above and sort of like become a star. He seems to be saying to this second person who doesn't really understand the effort that needs to be put in to sort of like really make it into the world. You need to have courage. You need to be fearless. You know, that's what I did in order to become a huge sensation that I am now, or a huge icon that I am now. And I especially love this line where he's like, but I still have my way, people's attention, 3 friends who aren't cowards. Aww. That's so sweet. He's talking about Thomas, Ethan, and Victoria. What a sweet line to say about your bandmates. It really shows their unity and camaraderie, so really great there. But yeah, this one is pretty straightforward like before. It's a really good song about triumph. And yeah, I think it kicks ass, so props to you guys there. Track number 4, I Wanna Be Your Slave. This one I've definitely heard before, but I always love listening to it in the context of the record. I love that thumping at the beginning. Gets you energized. I want to make you hungry, then I want to feed you. Woo! That is a line right there. That is like some next level shit. Ooh, Victoria. That fuzzy little bass guitar. I wonder what the redemption is in this case. Thomas, doing some work there. Beautiful. I love that percussion right there, with like the cowbell sound. That is great. Ow! Okay, so that was I Wanna Be Your Slave. Alright, always a charm to listen to. That one is pretty straightforward. He's talking about how he wants to be intimate with his lover, you know? He wants to be the teacher, but also the sex toy. The sin, but also the preacher. You know, all these little, like, lines that contrast with one another. Some of these lyrics, I'm a little, let me see. Let me look at this up. So this is kind of an interesting line. When he says, I'm a lawyer who's searching for redemption, it's sort of meant to talk about how lawyers often have to stretch the truth or lie in order to be successful in their career. And he wants to probably be an honest lawyer or a former lawyer who wants to actually fight for what's truthful and honest and good. That's definitely a line you can chew on. I think it might be the most profound line of the song. There are some people who don't exactly vibe with this song as much, and I can sort of get behind why. It's a lot more straightforward compared to a lot of their other tracks, which are always about, like, you know, trying to, you know, rise above and make an impact on the world. This one is just a straightforward, like, sex jam. And it really doesn't have that much complexity to it. But, it has, like, its certain charm. It has its redeeming qualities, like the passionate singing, like before, and the hard rock sound. It really does make it salvageable. So, I gotta say, not too bad. Track number 5, In Nome del Padre. I love that cymbal work at the beginning. So epic. Oh, that sound right there with the shredding guitar. Love the drum sound right here. It's just so great. Oh, love how it all breaks there. Just focusing on his vocals. Boom, you get right back into it. He's just like yelling them at this point. Like, it's barely even like vocalizing, but it's just so passionate. We're taking it a little bit slower now. We just have Victoria's bass. Ooh, guitar solo. Guitar solo. Just rotating, baby. Yeah, that one had a lot of epicness to it as well. I just love the guitar solo towards the end and how Damiano is just like screaming his notes at certain points. Victoria does a great job with the bass guitar, like the way she just lets that fuzzy little instrument play on the bridge. Like, she did a great job there. So in this song, Damiano appears to be talking about how he is questioning whether all that he's achieved so far is enough for him, and whether or not he can actually really like make it even bigger as a star. He's gone through a lot of struggles. People have called him coward. He's carried a lot of weights on his shoulder, but he keeps trudging along even though it gets a little much. And even though him and his band have dominated the rock scene at this point, he's still wondering if it really is enough for him, if he really is worth something, and if he's accomplished enough that he can leave a great legacy behind. Probably my favorite line here is when he talks about how I've died more than 100 times, but never died in vain. Like, that is a powerful line. Like, even when I've died fighting for something. I've died trying to really make an impact on the world. I've died actually putting effort into my craft. And that is such an admirable thing to say. Like, holy crap, like, that is a great lyric. Props to you, Damiano. Track number 6, For Your Love. Alright, we got a nice little guitar intro. We got another little sex jam, a little love jam going on here. Very explicitly a sex jam. Ooh, builds up. A little build up right there. I love that higher register he reaches, the falsetto. Ooh, little drum solo right here. Ethan, I see ya. Ooh. Ooh! Thomas! What you doing with... Oh, God, Thomas. How did you learn to play like this? Like, for real. Okay, so that was For Your Love. That one, again, straightforward. It's just another sex jam where he's declaring his love to his significant other. I'm starting to notice a pattern where all their English songs are kind of sex jams or love songs. Like Beggin', I Want to Be Your Slave, For Your Love. Love is in the title after all. But I'm starting to see like a little bit of a trend going on here. I guess that's the topic they can best sell in America since, as the saying goes, sex sells. Even though it shouldn't sell that often. But yeah, like, he does a great job vocalizing, and there's a lot of great guitar solos on this. Drum work is especially wonderful. Bass line, love it. But yeah, I don't have too much to say about this one. We can just move on. Track number 7, La Parra del Buyo. Kind of get a little bit of a somber vibe from this guitar. Ooh! And the drums just come right in. Just slamming. I love how his voice just like crescendos like that. Yo, I just gotta ask myself, how is he not out of breath when he sings these lyrics? Because he's just cramming them all into his like very tiny verses, and they just hit. They just hit. Ooh, we're sort of picking up in the tempo a little bit. Victoria with the bass. Ooh, I love the guitar playing right here in this section right here. It's great. Ooh, just rap it with the drums. Rap is the word of the day. I love the echo right here. It's so holy, like. Okay, so that was the Para del Buyo, and I really did like that one. I sort of like the ending where he's just really like echoing his voice a little bit, and some of the guitar work was great, and I especially love the bass playing. Like, wow, Victoria, you doing some good work there. Okay, so according to the translations, this is a song about how sometimes he feels a little bit nervous whenever he's thinking about what people think of him, and he is telling himself that he's not going to be afraid of the dark. He's going to keep moving forward, even if people spit on him, tear his clothes apart, laugh at him. He is just a fighter. He's a warrior, and he's not going to take shit from anybody, and neither are his bandmates. So, very powerful song right there. I remember saying that the outro sounded very holy-like, and I was not inaccurate. I was not far off, because he says, "You'll come back to me with praying hands." So, look at that. But yeah, we got some good work here. I really like what's going on. And now I think it's about time that we get into the closing track of the album. Track number 8, Venti. Very slow with this intro. It's very calming right now, I gotta say, even with Damiano's rougher vocals. It's like he's singing to the heavens. Oh, oh, oh. And now we're singing to the crowd. This kind of feels like a ballad of some sorts. This is definitely putting up your lighters type music, or putting up your iPhone flashlights type music. Of course, a song like this especially needs a guitar solo. Ooh, build up, and we cut out the other instruments to focus on Damiano. Okay, so that was Venti. I think that's very fitting for a closing track because it's like the very like epic sort of rock ballad that they probably play at some of their concerts. I like the build up on the drums, and the guitar work is great at moments, especially when it's paired with Damiano's soft singing, and it's sort of like very quiet in its production. So according to some of the translations, it seems that Damiano is singing about how even at the age of 20, he's already regretting certain mistakes that he's made in his life and or his career, and how he really wants to leave like a real impact on the world even long after he's gone, and how you need to really think about whether you want to share love or you want to share money or riches. So that is a very good piece of advice to be giving to your listeners. You need to make sure that you don't blame others, or else you're going to be the one to be blamed. And that is very, very profound advice. So props to you, Damiano. Yeah, like honestly, if I'm at a Måneskin concert, which is unlikely because of COVID, if I'm at a Måneskin concert and I want to go out on a high note, this is the note I want to go out on. Like this is the type of song that you close a concert with. So props to you guys on that one. And with that, I think I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna let the album sit with me. I'm gonna listen to it a second time. Then I'll come back and give you my final thoughts. So bear with me. Hello everybody, I am back and I'm ready to give you my final thoughts on Måneskin's Teatro Dira Volume 1. The fans weren't wrong when they said Måneskin became true rock stars on their follow-up. With this album, you can tell all the band members are doing their part to make this an epic listen. Ethan bangs the drums like crazy, Victoria offers some wonderful bass playing, Thomas goes crazy with the guitar solos, and Damiano projects some amazing vocals. His screaming is just outstanding. Like I said, it's on Dave Grohl type levels. Ironically, I'm more impressed by the songs that are completely in Italian. Their English songs tend to be a little inferior. That's not to say that they're completely devoid of good quality, but they don't hit as hard compared to their other songs. That's most likely because there's not enough depth to them. With their Italian songs, there's a lot more profoundness within the lyrics. I'll be the water for you to drink. I've died more than 100 times, never died in vain. I hear 1,000 voices speaking, but I don't hear what they're saying. I'm afraid of leaving nothing but my money to the world. These lines are very, very poetic. If only they had charted in the United States. But if there's anything Dynamite and Butter have taught us, it's that English-speaking songs tend to perform a lot better on American charts. I guess I should be glad that they're garnering more attention in America. And with just how much they've already dominated the rock scene, I can safely say that Måneskin is already crafting a great legacy. I give Teatro Dira Volume 1 an 8 out of 10. My favorite songs would have to be In Nome del Padre and Ventani. My least favorites would have to be For Your Love and I Want to Be Your Slave. And I think that just about does it. Thank you guys so much for joining me on another great Måneskin reaction. I have a lot of fun doing these. Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you want to follow me on social media, be sure to check out my Twitter, my Twitch, and my TikTok. The links are going to be in the description. And be sure to check me out on Patreon as well. You can give me some great support in return for some great rewards. But I think we're going to wrap up right there. My name is Gabriel Jones, and the sun may be setting, but I hope you were able to soak up those drops. Take care.